Tonight is all about tapping. So how many of you have ever tried tapping before? A couple of you? Some of you? Okay. So if tapping is new to you, definitely keep an open mind. It's not necessarily going to change after one-time use. And that's how a lot of health and wellness is. You do need to get a consistent routine together. So this is something that I try and work with my clients really hard to get them to stay in the consistent realm. So when it comes to tapping, and just so you know, because some people maybe tapping is kind of the generic word for it, if you've heard of EFT or emotional freedom technique, that's also what tapping, that's what it's called as well. So those are the different names you might hear this go by. So again, EFT, emotional freedom technique, and tapping. So tapping stems from the idea of Chinese acupuncture, but without the needles. You're hitting certain pressure points on the body. They're going to help you tap into the different, what we call meridians. So if you join me in some of my Kundalini yoga classes, you've heard me talk about energy and how we all have this Kundalini, this life energy inside of our body, okay? And it's when we tap into it and we help it thrive and grow and move throughout our body is when we can change up our state of mind. We can get rid of our limiting beliefs. We can set up ourselves so that we feel more energized, more relaxed, less stress. And it's important to be able to move that energy. So tapping is another modality to help you move that energy within what we call the meridians of the body. So the spaces in your body. Excuse me. So when it comes to tapping, like I said, there's different pressure points that you want to touch, okay? And I will put a nice a guide in here when I'm done, but for tonight, just so you can follow along with me. You're looking at 9 different pressure points. So you've got this area right here in your palm. They call it the karate chop. You're gonna have this spot right by your eyebrow, right here. You're gonna have the spot right here on the outside edge of the eye. You're gonna have the spot right under here, right on your cheekbone. You're gonna have the spot right between your nose and your upper lip, so right in here. You're also gonna have right on your chin. The next spot is right here at your collarbone, kind of where that U shape is. And then the next spot is actually right here under the arm. And then the last spot is right on the top of the head, okay? So those are the 9 pressure points that we're gonna use. Now, when we do this, you're gonna tap on each spot. Usually it's like 5 to 7 or so times. You don't have to linger too long, but you wanna be able to get through your entire thought process. So tapping's used for a couple of things. The first being if you're having any kind of anxiety, emotional stress, trauma. Now again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. If you need that, go do that, but here is another method. So you can actually use it to reframe your thinking. So you wanna take whatever emotional feeling you're having, and we wanna turn it around. So maybe you're suffering from anxiety, maybe you've got a big job interview coming up, and you don't feel like you're good enough, or maybe you have a wedding to go to and you don't feel like you look good enough in your dress. Like your self-worth is really struggling. So you want to focus on just the opposite. Maybe you bring to mind the affirmation, I fully love and completely accept myself. And maybe that's what you look at. So it's, again, I fully love and completely accept myself. And that's a great one. If you're struggling with self-worth, it's letting yourself know, I am worthy. Maybe you're feeling like nobody loves you, okay? And we've all gone through that at one point or another, whether it's with family, with friends, whatever it is. So maybe your affirmation is, I am lovable. I am worthy of love. And you want to take whatever affirmation you've got. So again, we're taking the emotional, the drama, the traumas, and we're going to transform them into how we really want to feel. And you're going to focus on that thought. So every time you hit a certain point, every time you tap a certain energy center, you're going to focus on that. Okay? So for tonight, let's take the first example, because I think that's huge for everyone. If anybody's like me and has ever struggled with anxiety, with high stress, it's really hard. A lot of times it's mostly because you aren't comfortable in your own skin. So again, whether it's you don't love yourself, you don't feel you're worthy enough, you're not excited in your own skin. You don't trust yourself, you're not confident enough, You have this sinking feeling, and it's not a good space to be. And I know that. And so tonight, like I said, we're going to focus on that idea. I love myself, and I am completely accepting of myself. Okay, so I love myself, and I am completely accepting of myself. And we're going to get right into that subconscious. We're going to hit those energy centers, and we're really going to bring this home. Okay, so again, we're going to have 9 spots. You have the karate chop, the inner eye, the outer eye, the cheekbone, between the nose and the lips, the chin, right here at the collarbone, right under the arm, and then the top of the head. Okay, so let's try this together. So go ahead and whichever hand you want to use, you can use the right to the left, wherever you're dominant, that's fine. I'm going to use for sake of argument, my tapping hand is going to be my right hand because I'm right hand dominant. So my left hand, I'm karate chopping. So again, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. So right here, so it's I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. Inner eye, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. The outer eye, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. The cheekbone, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. Right here above the lip, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. The chin, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. Right here at your collarbone, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. Right under the arm, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. And the top of the head, I love myself, and I fully and completely accept myself. And you can continue to do this. Maybe you do it for a minute, maybe you do it for 3 minutes. I would focus on 1 or 2 affirmations at a time. I wouldn't do more than that because you really want to sink into your subconscious. 1 is really, really good. So like I said, if you want to do 2, and like I said, try and work up to a solid minute. And if you can do it even for 3 minutes, go ahead and do that. Okay, I highly recommend that. So for anyone that's out there and you're joining me live, that is the principles of tapping. So just to talk a little bit more about that, I mean, when tapping was first discovered, it was kind of an accident. So there was a doctor, and I think, his name, was it Monahan? I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't remember his name right now. But there was a doctor, and he was a therapist, and he used to help people, with their issues. So you'd go in, and maybe, again, if it was anxiety, it was depression, PTSD, whatever it was. So this doctor would help people. And he had a woman that had a phobia of water. So she wouldn't go swimming, was afraid she'd drown, just really was deathly afraid of water. So this woman, he invited her, had a party of some kind at his, I don't know if it was his house or whatever it was. But she came and she sat, and she tried to sit outside, but there was a pool. So she was within view of the pool, but it was still giving her such stress and anxiety. It was making her stomach tie up in knots. So the doctor came over and suggested, because he knew that your cheekbone, if you tap here, your cheekbone is a pressure point for your stomach, for relieving pressure in your stomach. So if your stomach doesn't feel good, that's the spot you want to hit, or you want to tap, I should say. So he told her, go ahead and tap there. Maybe that'll help. Well, lo and behold, by her doing that enough, it actually gave her the release of that stress and tension, releasing that, releasing that energy, those pressure points in the stomach area that let her be able to get over some of her fear, get beyond some of her phobia, and take a step out. I mean, how crazy is that? So what he did from there was that's what happened. By using the idea of Chinese acupuncture and where the energy works for the other parts of the body, learning that if you tap on the outer side of your hand, on the inner eye, the cheekbone, the chin, you're actually affecting different parts of your body. Those meridians, those energy spaces, you can kind of picture them as little tubes in the body. That's where the flow happens. That's where you hear about chi. That is where your energy, your chi flows through. And everything is connected. So when you perform different pressure points, That's why, like with Kundalini yoga, I think I've explained that if you use the movements and the breath work a certain way, you can tap into different energy centers of the body. It's the same principle. So by using tapping, you're tapping into those areas that hold stress and tension. You're tapping into those areas that hold the anxiety, the overwhelm, and you're finding a way to release and give your subconscious a new thought, a new emotion to focus on. Okay? So that's huge. So you want to be able to tap into that. So again, you want to take whatever is holding you back, whatever emotion is, grating on you, it's sunk in there, it's something that really bothers you. Whatever kind of fear, whatever kind of anxiety, whatever emotional dramas or traumas maybe from the past, anything that you're sitting on. So again, if it's you're not feeling loved, maybe you're not feeling worthy, you're not comfortable in your body, you're not confident enough, whatever it may be, you want to take that and, like I said, you want to spin it. So let's go with the basics. So if you're just starting out, I'm gonna give you some nice and easy ones so they're easy to remember. So take whatever it is. So if it's, you're feeling some kind of anxiety, especially if you can be specific. So if it's around something, like I said, like an interview, or maybe it's a party, maybe it's your family, whatever it is. And that's what I want you to do is, and always add to the end of it, I deeply and completely accept myself. So for example, we'll do, even though I am feeling this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. But again, you want to hit all your pressure points. So whatever hand you're dominant, your right or your left, start with the karate chop. Even though I feel this anxiety, I completely and fully accept myself. And then the inner eye. Even though I feel this anxiety, I completely and fully accept myself. The outer eye. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. Right under the cheekbone. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. Right above the lip. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. The chin. Even though even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. Right here at your collarbone. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. Right under the arm. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. And then right on top of the head. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and fully accept myself. Okay, now like I said, you want to do that for 1 to 3 minutes and really focus on that energy. Focus on tapping into that and just letting everything up and out. Okay, so the more you do it, the more you're going to feel that change. So if this is a recurring theme for you, again, if it's anxious feelings, maybe it's panicky about something, if it's worry, if it's, again, maybe it's a self-worth thing, you want to do this, try and do it every day. You want to really just go about and see, like I said, the more consistent you are, that's when you're going to see the results. So again, if you do this for 1 day, it's probably not going to do much. Try it for 5 days and see if you notice a difference. Okay, this is where writing this stuff down in your journal helps, because you can start writing the emotions that you're having and see the shift. Because for some people, they're visual results, and that's okay. If you're a visual person, you're going to want to see your results. Some people immediately feel that energy, like they're very empathetic. They can feel the difference in their body when something changes, and that's cool too. But again, you want to get this as a consistent practice. So don't give up after 1 day. Don't give up after 2. Like I said, 5 would be great. Ideally, I would love for you to hit 22 days and tell me how you feel. I think that would be amazing, because 22 days is when you've officially broken a habit and you've lost the bad habit and you've started the new one. That's what's going to get you consistent, okay? It's losing the bad and having the new be the new habit, and that's what you want. Any questions as you're going, you start to have emotions that come up that you're like, hey, I want to reframe this, drop them in the comments, send me a direct message, find me, email me, whatever it is, and I will help you. I do not mind. Like I said, if this is something that you really want to work on and get more in depth, like I said, this is stuff that we're going to cover inside the Mindful Movement Tribe. We're going to talk about how to move the energies in the body, how to channel that energy through the body. And again, this is something I really do work on with my private clients, is that energy moving. Because I want to re-energize you. I want to make you feel good. I want to bring your confidence to another level. I don't want you to feel anxious. I do not want you to feel overwhelmed. But we all get there. And the important thing is to have a toolbox, something full of tools that you can apply to your situation so that you're not stuck in that feeling. Okay? And I'm happy to continue to load your toolbox up. But again, I can do that more personalized when I can give you more one-on-one attention. So I highly suggest that. But in the meantime, we'll be back here again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our 3-day challenge. And then Monday is our full moon Kundalini launch party. But again, doors are open now, so check that out. All right, so, oh, of course, he had to make his last minute entrance. Okay. So, yep, you were there. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go. And hi, can I finish up with them? I'm going to let you guys go. Have an amazing rest of your night. And if anything comes up, definitely let me know. Bye, guys.